Well, it's afternoon for me when you're listening to this, everybody. Hi, it's Michelle. Look, we've got some cords going everywhere today. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I wanted to give you an update on how my quarter four planning's going. Once this opens up, I won't have any problems with what do you call this? The light. It's just a bit intense right now. Okay, so last time you've seen this, it was all in planning phase. So I hadn't done anything specific. I had sort of just mapped out some stuff, and I've taken it a bit further since then. So I wanted to give you a quick flick through. So this is a minimalist art. It's a hardcover notebook. I've put on a plastic cover on the outside just because it moves around so much in my house. All right, cool. So this is my initial outline. So the last time you saw it, I had Post-it notes everywhere here. I have since just moved all the Post-it notes, put them in an order that I really liked, and now I've just started to go through and decorate. So if you missed the first video, I can do a thing where I can link it below. So I use a bunch of similar resources. So for this bullet journal, I've got some pens that I'm going to use that are going to be used the same colors all the way through. Some die cuts. This is from Kmart. It's their Australian Natives. That comes with also there is Australian Natives mini paper pack, and there is a set of washi, and then I have a coloring book around. Actually, it's somewhere else at the moment because I'm still coloring in a picture. And my goal is I just want to use all these really accessible resources, and I just use these all the way through this bullet journal. And this bullet journal, as you can tell, only covers quarter four. I do one bullet journal a quarter because I use it for everything. It is my journal. It's my business journal. It's my mum keeping myself organized. It's my spiritual practice. It's everything. So I'm trying out with some paper. And this is it's creamy colored paper. It doesn't come so much on the screen, if you can tell. So I'm just going to do a flick through of where it's at now because it's been a while since you've seen it, and you're going to see it again as I fill it in even more. So we've got just a title page, and then this is my values and my word for the phrase, I guess, for the year, and I'm going to fill this in more with like a vision board. This is just some planning out of the quarter, but I saw a better plan for the month, so I think I might do that later on. I've got some space left. I like doing a then and now because over the time of using a bullet journal, what I'm watching and loving and all that kind of stuff goes here, and then by the end, it's something completely different, and I like to see what I've been trending and doing. My card for the year is Hermit, and these are my birth cards. So I've not actually put any information about my birth cards anyway, so I'm kind of interested I've sort of laid it out and with the intention to come back and fill it in. That was just the numerology about how I get the cards I've got. This is, I was going to do a bullet, like a tarot spread and pull some cards and just jot down what they will be. I've got some sections because I haven't committed to what the words are going to be in there because I want to figure out what my goals are going to be for this quarter. This is some space to do a course that I've already done 2 quarters ago. I did it in quarter 2, and I want to come back to it. And I've actually bought the next level up of this course. So Manifestation Queen. On Facebook, you will find her as Emma Burgess, who runs Soul Driven Babes. And she does these really lovely, they're all in Facebook, but she does these courses and I absolutely love them. And so this is a place for me to go back through and rewrite some notes. This is my goals with the weeks. And I wanted to I'm choosing, they're not huge, massive goals. Like these are sort of almost, some of them will be a goal. Some of them will be more continuing habits. And so what I wanted to do is have 4 of them then, but then also what am I doing each week to do that thing? So I have like this weekly tracker down the side too. The quarter technically starts in week 40, but I always put 39 because that's the second week of school holidays here in Australia, which means I'll be so excited to move into my new journal. So I just go a little bit early. This is some journaling prompts. This will be journaling prompts. I found something recently I kind of like, so I popped that there. This is a tarot challenge that I'm going to do, so I just rearranged the prompts ahead of time. This is Connect with Your Deck, which is an Australian lady, and so I'm going to do that. I've done like half of one challenge once before, so I've got them here ready to go. I have a spread where I have my astrology and I have my human design. I probably should do a heading of human design. And then I'll just make some notes because invariably I always learn something new about myself. And so every time I write it out and revisit it, it just adds layers onto everything. These are the new moon and the full moon spreads. So this is a little sheet that I made myself, which comes from you looking at the moonology process of looking at what moon lights up the house in my astrology chart and what that can mean. And if I set goals around this, it then links in with the energies of both the moon and the house that's in my astrology chart lit up. And this is a tarot spread. The journal prompts I have electronically. And so what I tend to do is I'll come back through and I'll write out what the spread is and what each of the cards represent, and then I'll journal underneath those and any intentions or any releasing. So these are the moons for the next quarter. There's lots of eraser shavings because I penciled everything in and then came back through and used the pens. So going through and doing an ideal morning and evening, and then down here I was going to do a bit of like one of those ideal week type situations, maybe. And then this is like the last time I changed the sheets, the last time I washed the car, one of those kind of spreads. I've used it this time in my bullet journal, so I wanted to do it again. Just a place to dump anything that I come across that I think might be good, and I put it on my wish list so it stays there rather than floating around in my head, and it allows me to mull it over if I'm going to purchase something. This is my cleaning and declutter list. So I called it clearing because I felt like it was clearing energy rather than cleaning. So I'll have like what areas I'm going to do when. This bullet journal will be for Christmas. So I have a Christmas place to note down. What I will probably do here is like things I want to get done, like a bit of a Christmas bucket list type thing during the school holidays, stuff I want to do with the girls, things that I want to continue as tradition but don't accidentally forget and then leave it to the 2 days before Christmas. I'm going, oh, we normally do this and I've completely forgotten because I'm busy doing something else. This is my meal plan. It's sideways. But Monday to Sunday across, and then each of the weeks, just with a little box to jot down dinner specific. That's all. The only one I really need to meal plan is what we're having for dinner. I'm going to put in, this is in a journal somewhere else. That's just in a one that's got a bunch of different notes. So I wanted to put down all of my dinners in one place, just so I can keep refreshing and adding to that list as time goes on. This is a list of ideas for plant-based meals, and this is an empty spread. Just for space, and I think I know what I'm going to use it for, but we'll get there. These are my business goals, and it will be my marketing strategy and the goals that I have for my business. This is every day in the quarter. So I'm really wanting to look at what's going where when I'm planning things and when I'm actually going to plan. I don't even want to call it time off business necessarily, but I do want to make sure I've got some time to myself, but at the same time still clicking things over. And I do love playing in my business because that's why I have one. Content planner will go here. Ideas for engaging in Facebook groups or different ideas, just like a spot to hold them. This will be where I track my clients. It won't be like personal information, more so around attracting clients, more so around celebrating people that come into my world and I work with, so I don't forget and they're there. Doing speaking engagements and workshops is part of my goal for this quarter and also for 2022. So starting to map some ideas down, play around with them in here. This will be tracking any growth. So this will include income, Facebook, followers, Instagram, mailing list. So just it's my growth so I can see things growing across here. This is finances. I want to do Vlogmas or Planmas this year. So I've got an idea here and I've actually played with it in my my brain dumping journal. So I have a journal that I take to the cafe with me once a week, and I sit down and I just get all the ideas out of my head and put them in a spot. And once they're out of my head, I can read through them and plan them out accordingly. So I've done pretty much a whole Vlogmas. So trying to do a video every day in December, having some pre-filmed so they're ready to go, and probably doing some live, honestly, like this, because this is just straightforward and easy. And then these are a bunch of pages for my 30-day business blast, which is a course that my business coach does and has on Udemy. So if you're a business owner and want to work on mindset and strategy about just engaging and keeping on with the sales and noticing your mindset around engaging with people, then this is really good on Udemy. It's called the 30-day business blast. It's lovely. I do it not over 30 days though. I do it over a quarter. I take my time. I've gone through the process multiple times, and each time I come through, I'm layering on and improving, and it's increasing my mindset by just doing the same things over again to keep on moving forward. And so I have a tab made out of washi here, and that enters into the business section. And then just everything at the front is all my personal and spiritual stuff. And then these tabs will be the rough amount of pages I need for each of the months. And so then I haven't mapped them out. I don't typically, because I tend to need different. I don't really need different amounts. I'm pretty predictable after doing 2 bullet journals and noticing how much pages. But this is the first time I'm doing a B5 size. So I am mindful that I need to just keep them optional. And I have moved them, like when I did my current bullet journal, I actually moved one of the tabs up because I had like 8 pages in between one month and another month. And so that was quite useful to do. So this is where I'm up to. And I just thought I'd show you, because no one sort of shows you the like in-between phase. And especially if you're a person who likes to map things out and have it all. I do so much at the beginning of my bullet journal, like seriously, like almost 60 pages. That's page 59 there. That all of this is just prep, big ideas, things that I want to constantly refer back to. That is up the front. And then in the month, I'll just have a month spread. I'll have my content calendar, the specific, more detailed one. I'll have a tracker, and then I'll have something else. And then it will just be weekly spreads and then space to journal, which is what I do now. So there's a bunch of space up the front. I've put even more this time. So this was 39 pages this time. So a bunch of space up the front, and then the 3 months after it, and then finishing off, moving into the next bullet journal. So thought I'd just show you a work in progress. Next time you see this, hopefully, you'll have more done, because we are now halfway through September, which means this is all set up because I'm enjoying doing, I've got my weeklies all done, and I've done like this, like a, what do you call it, Dutch door scenario, and all my weeks are together. And oh my gosh, I really love it. And then everything after that is just journaling stuff. And so I can keep just referring back to the plan and sort of future doing the plan. And I really like it. So I actually think that there might be an opportunity where I might plan a little bit more ahead. But that's why I've got a future log at the front. I don't need to. I don't know, that idea, as you can tell, I like the setup. Anywho, this is my beautiful bullet journal, work in progress. Next time you see it, it'll have even more done. Do all the things like the liking and the subscribing and all that kind of jazz. I have no schedule. My schedule is I'm inspired and I'm going to jump on and do a live stream, and this video then saves and you can watch it later. So candid, honest, and you can follow along. Thanks.